Hi and welcome back to this video. Today we're going to be looking at why user experience, also known as UX, in marketing matters. So first off, what is UX in marketing? The goal of marketing is to attract consumers to your brand through messaging. On a high level, you have the customer experience, also known as CX, which Erin at Zendex defines as everything related to a business that affects the customer's perception and feelings. This could be when a customer visits a store, looks at a leaflet, glances up at a billboard, browses a website, sees a web ad, or even reacts to a social media post. It's an interconnected experience throughout all channels. Why do I mention this? Because user experience sits within the customer experience as its own discipline for websites, apps, or any other digital solution. Times have changed since the days where we only have basic websites. We now have entire digital experiences that are key to turning consumers into customers. And as a marketer, once you've attracted the consumer to a website or app, the next step is to convince them to take action. This could be to buy a product or to fill out a contact form. This is where UX in marketing matters. UX design is all about putting the needs of the user first, creating an experience that delights them, not just with nice branding and visual design, but how easy it is for them to navigate throughout the experience, or if it solves their problems. Without an experience that represents your brand, does what your target users are looking for, and delivers key messaging in an engaging and appropriate way, there's no way you can expect a user to become a customer. And that's why as a marketer, understanding the key principles of UX is vital to reaching your goals. It's a blend of two worlds that conform to the same objective. Let's dig a bit deeper into why UX is important in digital marketing. A good UX will increase conversions, the most important metric in marketing, and keep your customers coming back. If the UX of a website and app is poor, then your marketing efforts will be wasted. Steve Jobs once said, "Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works." If your website looks good and is confusing for your users, it takes a split second for them to hit the back button and continue their search on the web. Having a good UX will stop this. UX versus CRO. CRO stands for conversion rate optimization. However, making sure that you have a good UX is the first step to improving conversions. Having a good UX means that your users are effortlessly getting the information they want and their needs are satisfied. For example, let's say you're looking for a wooden table. You search the web, find a website, click it, you see the products in a gallery. But as you browse, all of them are too big. Plus, there's no option to filter the tables by size. What would you do next? Click back and keep searching. Understanding that a user needs to be able to filter a table by size would delight their experience, therefore significantly improving conversions. Great UX, then CRO techniques. Once the UX is right, then you can start to carry out CRO techniques, such as A/B testing layouts, putting social proof in place, or analysing call to action copy and colour. However, UX doesn't stop there and is an ongoing process, another reason why UX in marketing is important, and should be monitored when you carry out feedback strategies for further UX improvements. The basic principles of achieving good UX for a website and app. Number 1, user research. This is the start of the process, understanding who your target users are, carrying out qualitative and quantitative research to get a full understanding. Number 2, empathy mapping. Now that target users have been identified, it's all about digging deeper into their world. An empathy mapping workshop looks at 4 quadrants: what the user would say, do, think, and feel. Number 3, information architecture, also known as IA. Instead of going straight into design, information architecture helps map out the structure of a website or app, which can then be analysed or even tested to target users. Number 4, wireframing and prototypes. Using the signed off IA, the creative UI designers delicately create a variety of prototypes to help choose the visual direction of a website and app. As a UX agency, our designers use leading collaborative tools to create clickable prototypes for a collaborative working environment with all stakeholders. Number 5, usability testing. The work isn't done once a website and app is launched. It needs to be monitored and tested with a constant feedback loop going from users to new improvements. UX and the 5 levels of content marketing. From organic SEO to a valuable bank of free assets for a customer to use. Content marketing is key to any marketing strategy, spreading key information about a brand and its services and products. As stated by the Digital Marketing Institute, there are 5 tiers of a successful content marketing strategy. You have SEO, UX, content strategy, content creation, and content distribution. UX is in here because in content, such as landing pages, blogs, or even free downloads, the content needs to be accessible, have bespoke browsing filters, or be laid out in a way that directly relates to the people reading it. Adobe carried out a study that found that 2/3 of people would rather read something that looks good rather than something that is boring. In a nutshell, good UX and visual design are key parts of content marketing that will see results. It wouldn't be right for me to talk about UX in marketing if I don't mention the importance of mobile-first design. Part of the UX world is to make sure that a site is optimized for the user's intended screen. This is also called responsive design. In the UX world, it's very important to consider common behavior of what users are used to. For example, on a mobile, a burger menu, or making sure there's enough space so a user can click a CTA when on a mobile device. I'm sure you might be able to remember a time when you're browsing a website on your mobile and a button was so close to another one that you clicked the wrong one. Well, that's all part of the UX and UI design, and something that marketers should be aware of. So to wrap this up, here are 5 tips to level up your UX in marketing. Number 1, get familiar with the basics. It's not your job as a marketer to know everything, but it is important to understand why UX is important, the terminology, and the techniques you can use. Number 2, always keep testing. As a marketer, you should keep testing the complete UX as well as the CRO to delight your target users even more. Number 3, mobile first UX. Don't forget about other screen sizes. Always test the user journey on mobiles too, or a tablet, or a TV. Number 4, learn from the pros. Although you will see a higher upfront cost, working with a professional agency will see a huge benefit in the long run. Number 5, keep up with the latest trends. The world is ever changing, and it's important to keep up to date with the UX trends that your marketing strategy can capitalize on. And that is a wrap of today's video. I hope that you guys have learned the importance of UX in marketing. If you're looking for a UX agency or a new website and app, be sure to get in touch with Hiyield. All the links are in the description below.